In a place like Hollywood, where relationships rarely go the distance, this split still managed to surprise fans. After nearly 10 years together, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom have reportedly called it quits. Yep, another A-list romance bites the dust. But according to a tipster who spoke with Us Weekly, the breakup isn't some dramatic blowout. Katy and Orlando are no longer together, but remain friendly, the insider revealed, adding that while Katy is understandably emotional, she's also feeling a sense of relief. Her turbulent divorce from Russell Brand left scars, and clearly, she's not eager for a repeat. Word is, the couple had been struggling for a while. The same source noted that things had been strained for months, so while the news stings, it wasn't totally out of left field. Lately, Katy's been laser-focused on her career, keeping busy on her Lifetime's tour, classic heartbreak survival mode. Stay busy, keep singing.
So I'm going around the world, 75 days.
She's also reportedly renting out her lavish Westcott estate in Montecito, the same property she and Siska Cesena Orlando once hoped would become their forever home. But those dreams seem to have shifted, although they typically lived in a different Montecito. Housed together, sources say they've been living apart ever since Katy hit the road for her tour. And if you've been paying attention, the signs were there. Earlier this month, Page Six reported that the breakup was basically a done deal. They were just holding off until the tour's wrapped up to go public.
You're going to have a lot of explaining to do. Yeah.
I'm fine.
Another possible factor: the lukewarm reception of her latest album, 143. A source told People that Katy was deeply stressed over the album's performance. And while Orlando did his best to support her, the pressure reportedly took its toll on their relationship behind closed doors.
Top tips to mend a broken heart: your best friends, your family, and lots of junk food.
But what really set off the rumor mill was Jeff Bezos' extravagant wedding bash. Orlando showed up solo, no Katy in sight. Sure, celebs attend parties solo all the time, but this particular absence raised eyebrows, especially after TMZ claimed Orlando was in full single guy mode. According to their insiders, he was ready to own the dance floor and soak up the limelight at the A-list celebration. One source even described him as the life of the party, which definitely doesn't. Sound like someone nursing a broken heart?
What I mean is you become part of the crowd.
But what really set off the rumor mill was Jeff Bezos' extravagant wedding bash. Orlando showed up solo, no Katy in sight. Sure, celebs attend parties solo all the time, but this particular absence raised eyebrows, especially after TMZ claimed Orlando was in full single guy mode. According to their insiders, he was ready to own the dance floor and soak up the limelight at the A-list celebration. One source even described him as the life of the party, which definitely doesn't. Sound like someone nursing a broken heart?
She loves music, and she loves what mommy does and daddy does, and she loves seeing us happy.
Still, before anyone gets carried away, it's worth noting that just days before the Bezos affair, Orlando was spotted with their 4-year-old daughter Daisy Dove cheering Katy on during her Perth concert. So, while things may have cooled off, romantically, it's clear both are committed to keeping things respectful and positive, especially when it comes to co-parenting Daisy. And remember how their story first began? During a chat on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Katy Perry dished on the quirky way she met Orlando Bloom at none other than an In-N-Out burger. She was seated at a table when the Lord of the Rings actor grabbed one of her burgers. Who, oh, you're hot. It's fine, take it, she joked. This fast food flirtation happened right after the 2016 Golden Globes. Just a bit later at an after-party, their paths crossed again. That time, Katy made her move. "How are those onions resting on your molars?" she teased. The two reportedly had a blast that night, even engaging in a playful dance-off, one that's still up for debate. Their romance took off fast. Since Katy's music wasn't exactly on Orlando's radar at first, there was a bit of a learning curve. But that didn't stop things from getting serious quickly within a month. Orlando had already introduced her to his inner circle, including his son Flynn, whom he shares with ex-wife and former model Miranda Kerr. Us Weekly later confirmed. They were indeed an item. Early on, they tried to keep things low-key. At the Cannes Film Festival, they even sat at separate tables to avoid the press. Still, sources say the chemistry was obvious. They kept whispering and sneaking glances. Eventually, they made it official on Instagram with a cheeky post captioned, "We can't." Not long after, they jetted off on vacation, where one infamous moment turned Orlando into a trending topic. Toop, that paddleboarding photo, nude in Italy on a paddleboard. It was Europe. Everyone was naked. Bloom later laughed, admitting he never would have done it had he known what was coming. Katy, for the record, also considered ditching the swimsuit, but said she saved it for the boat. The Lovebirds gave us plenty of unforgettable couple moments after that. It's like Halloween 2016 when they dressed up as Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Perry even hired a pro makeup artist to transform her face with prosthetics. Then, during the holidays, they brought joy to children by showing up at a hospital as Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Everything looked picture perfect until February 2017, when the breakup rumors began. At the Oscars, they arrived separately and kept their distance. Soon after, both reps confirmed it was true, before rumors or falsifications get out of hand. We can confirm Orlando and Katy are taking respectful, loving space at this time. Katy later addressed the split with a tweet, "You can still be friends and love your former partners, though calm on the surface." She revealed in interviews that it hit her hard. She was also reeling from the underwhelming reception to her album Witness. "It literally broke me in half," she said. She confessed that she was seeking validation through her music's success. When it didn't come, she crashed emotionally. Gratitude, she shared, helped her survive. "If I didn't find it, I would have sunk deep into sadness, maybe worse." Looking back, Katy now sees that time as a turning point. "I had to be broken to feel whole in a new way," she explained. And she didn't shy away from referencing her exes either. During a 72-hour live stream for fans, she sat down with James Corden and ranked her former partners by performance. In bed, according to Katy, the gold medal went to John Mayer, with Orlando coming in second. Yep, even post-breakup, things stayed colorful.
They're all amazing lovers,
Of course
and
they are.
I want to have sex with all of them after I get out of this place.
Bloom didn't appear the least bit fazed by Katy's bedroom ranking because, just a month later, the two were spotted enjoying a motorcycle ride to a concert together. Soon after, they made their official red carpet debut as a couple at a glamorous gala in Monaco. Their chemistry was undeniable. At a charity auction not long after, a date with Orlando was up for grabs. One fan dropped $20,000 for the experience only for Katy to outbid them with $50,000, not snagging the date for herself. If that's not commitment, what is? Their romance began to resemble a modern-day fairy tale. And in February 2019, it got its fairy tale moment. On Valentine's Day, Orlando popped the question. Katy later shared the story. She thought they were going out to see some art after dinner. But instead, they boarded a helicopter, landed on a rooftop where all her family and closest friends were waiting. He nailed it. According to People magazine, Orlando had even asked Katy's parents for their blessing ahead of time, roughly a month after the engagement. Someone close to Orlando shared that he was selling his place and moving in with Katy full-time. Even his ex-wife Miranda Kerr was reportedly supportive of the decision and didn't mind that their son, Flynn, would be spending time at Perry's home whenever Bloom had custody. Things weren't always picture perfect, though. With their careers pulling them across the globe, distance was a recurring challenge. But both stars were committed to making it work. You have to lay the foundation, build that trust and sense of security, so being apart doesn't break the bond. Orlando shared Katy also got candid about their connection. In a Vogue India interview, she said they help each other heal. "We pull the poison out of one another," she revealed. She praised Bloom's willingness to join her on a journey of emotional growth, calling it a never-ending cleanse. Then came the next big chapter. In March 2020, the couple announced they were expecting. Katy used the ending of her Never Worn White music video to reveal the pregnancy cradling her baby bump in the final shot. Not long after, she confirmed the news again via Instagram Live. joking it was the hardest secret she's ever had to keep. The two were initially planning to tie the knot in Japan that summer, with 150 guests in attendance. But the pandemic forced them to postpone the wedding. According to sources, Katy had been especially excited about walking down the aisle with a baby on the way. By April, the stars revealed the baby's gender. Katy posted a photo of Orlando with his face smeared in pink frosting, captioned, "It's a girl," and added the hashtag #GirlsRunTheWorld. Their daughter arrived in late August 2020 to announce her birth. The couple shared a sweet message through UNICEF, the global charity they both support. "We are floating with love and wonder. From the safe and healthy arrival of our daughter," the statement read.
When she first came out, it was like, oh, it's me, it's a mini me. And then fortunately she got those